Hello everyone, this is Lolly. I just want to thank you for coming to my video today. This is the November edition of the 12 Paperclips Theme Challenge in Paperclip Art Group on Facebook. So in November, the theme was a favorite book. Now, Alice in Wonderland is not my favorite book, but I'm working on an Alice in Wonderland journal, and I'm just really seem to be obsessed with her and the Mad Hatter lately. So I thought, as of the moment, it is one of my most favorite books. So I want to show you how I made this, and I will show you 3 different ways of making this. So there's 3 different versions in here, and I will show you how I made them. Okay, so the first thing I did was I went in Silhouette Design Studio. I took an image of books off the internet, and of course you can't sell this, although the images from Alice in Wonderland are so old that they're no longer under copyright rule, the original. But the book covers, an artist has designed those, and we can't just use those like that. But I just created a rectangle, and I shrunk the little cover and put it in the right side, and I used the ink dropper technique to carry that color over here and make the rectangle. These cards, the red ones are one Silhouette Design Studio file, and the black are another. I think it's Ace through 4 or something. And then I had recently done something with making tea bag images, and I just shrunk my own images down to make these. So I'm going to cut these up, and we will come back. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple different ways of putting this together. So the first way is I have about 6 to 8 pieces of paper. You have to measure them according to the dimensions of your outside cover. I'm going to fold these in half so that I can find the middle. And this, what I did with this, I just took it around. I'm looking for rulers that are kind of squared off, and I'm matching the front and back, but I'm not really creating a crease in here so much. I want to give it kind of a rounded look there, like that. And that's what I did here as well, but this one has a little more of a crease, so I'm going to put this one in here and use that. Line that up. We're going to staple this, and I want the pretty side out. So now you have your little book, and if any of those little pages are sticking out behind the cover, go ahead and trim those off. Normally I use a craft blade, but for such a small project, I can just get by with scissors. Now you have your book, but it's going to pop open. So I want to take some of my embroidery floss and make sure I have enough to go around. I tend to make them too short. Now, I want to put one of these under each one. I just got this from Barely Art. It's their plushie to hold the glue bottle. He is so adorable. So what I'm going to do is put these like this, putting the Ace of Hearts a little higher. And then I'm going to put them in the back here. Now I have made these little tea bag things. They're really cute. I think this is going to be too long. And I'm going to use my tiny attacher to give it a little staple. Oops, and I'm out of staples. Okay, we won't do that. Okay, since I had that indentation, let's just draw one in there. There we go. Easy peasy. And I think I'm going to have to cut this even shorter. There we go. Now we have our cute little tea bag, which I want for this. So cute. I think what I'm going to do is to go ahead and attach this. Oh, that's so cute. You know what? I think I want it even hanging off like this right there. Now what I should have done is ironed this embroidery floss. I ironed this cream color floss before I put that together, but I should have ironed this because it just looks like a hot mess right there. I'm not happy with that. So let's take that off and start over. There. Now that is so much better. Now you can use ribbon, which would also be really fun. And to get the paper clip on this one, again, I'm showing you two different ways, but to get the paper clip on this one, we're going to use the paper clip blanks, which I have in my shop. They come in a bag like this, set of 25. Snap that in there, turn that over, and we're going to use the power tack. If you look at my earlier videos, you will see I often used E6000, but I have switched to power tack because it is less toxic. There we go. Now when I put this on the back, I'm going to make sure that I put it over the embroidery floss like that. So now this is what it's going to look like from the front. Very cute. Now let's put that over, and I want to show you the other method. If you don't want to use papers and you don't want to have a little booklet that opens up, you can cut foam the size of your cover. And then I need to trim this down a little bit. It'll look like it's got pages in it, and it'll still have the thickness, see? Now, another option, so we can glue that in there, but there are two options. We can still do the paper clip blank on the back, and I see because this is rounded, I need to clip this on there because it's wanting to pop open. So now with this version, you've got two options. You can do the same thing about gluing your paper clip on the back, or you can do what I call the sandwich method. And you take your paper clip with the one, not the two loops, but the one. You just trim around that. So once you push that, if you indent that like this, you can see where to cut. And now we're going to glue this into there. And it just occurred to me that I think I want to get my cards behind that first. So I'm going to lift this up and put that in there. Now I can put that down, power tack where the paper clip goes, and then a little bit of power tack on top. They do have a good foam tape for, Beacon has a tape for using craft foam, and you can use that. Now the thing is, this is going to take longer to set up, so we can clip this and hold that in place, and then we can, oops, got to hold that in there and make sure you, once you get this to where you want it, you need to put that down and let the paper clip straighten it up until it is done holding. Now it's hard to get this flat on your table, so what you can do is put it on top of something to lift it up, such as this. Perfect. It's going to get that more flat, and just put that aside to dry. So that is how I did those. Now I want to show you, I'm going to go ahead and work on one of these while we're talking, and I want to talk about the paperclip art groups. Every month we have a new challenge or a theme to inspire everyone. You don't have to participate in that, but it's just a way to get your motor going and to get you thinking about what ideas, things you can do for making paper clips. And the entire group is focused on paper clips and on this theme of the month. So you can post any paper clips that you do. You don't have to only post pictures of the monthly theme. The theme for this month, for November, had been favorite book. If you would like to join the paperclip art group, I'm putting the link to it down below. You have to be on Facebook for at least a year. And I do want to point out that we ask 2 questions for prospective members, and Facebook being a little wonky that it is, it doesn't always work for those questions to come across. And so sometimes people will answer the first question, they won't see that there is another question, and they will stop answering questions. So just so you know, there are 2 questions. I'm also giving you underneath this video the link to all my entire altered paperclip videos. And it's a huge playlist because it's probably the most common video that I make is altered paper clips. Now let's just go ahead and make that faux staple there. So if you go through and look at my playlist of all those videos, please make sure you leave a note and let me know which is your favorite paper clip that I've done to date. I think that's going to be a fun discussion that we can have here in the comments. Now I'm going to clip this together, and I'm going to come back and look at this one. And that one is done as well. So we have these two here. The one that opens, the one that doesn't. This is so much neater. This is interactive, but this one has such a neater appearance to it. And we will put another tea bag and a paper clip on the back of this one. Thank you for watching. I hope that was helpful. Leave your questions and comments down below. Let me know what your favorite paper clips are that you have seen on my channel. And thank you everyone for watching.